Hi everybody. So I did a post a couple of weeks ago on Facebook and Instagram that I've been getting a lot of questions about and private messages about. So rather than responding to each one of your messages individually, I'm just going to do this post and hopefully answer any questions that you have about the post that I did. Now, I posted about how I got a prescription for Latisse, the eyelash growth serum. It's a prescription eyelash serum, so you can't just buy it over the counter or online without a prescription. And it's pretty pricey. It's normally ranges somewhere about $120 a bottle. That is a month subscription or month prescription, pardon me. And I just don't want to spend $120 a month on my eyelashes. So before the whole COVID situation, I was getting extensions done, which I liked, but the problem with extensions is that when you take them out, your eyelashes are thinned and damaged from the extensions. And since I couldn't go and get my extensions refilled, extensions are pricey, time consuming, damage your eyelashes. I was like, how am I gonna get my eyelashes to grow back so that I don't have to do false eyelashes all the time? So I looked into getting a prescription for Latisse, and that's when I discovered how pricey it was. I knew it was expensive, but I was like, really? 120 bucks a month? No. So I started doing some research, and I found that there is actually a generic brand of Latisse called Bimatoprost. It is exactly the same thing, it is just the generic brand. So I decided to do a little research on that and what the price on that was. And it's a little bit cheaper, but still not super cheap. It was still gonna be, in the $100 range for a month's supply. So then I looked, because I know you can get all sorts of coupons and discounts for prescriptions when your insurance doesn't cover your prescriptions, and I knew definitely that my insurance was not going to cover this prescription because it's not medically necessary. So I found a coupon on GoodRx for it, which brought the price down to $45 at my pharmacy, which is CVS. And there's also a GoodRx Gold, which is a paid membership, but they do give you a 30-day free trial to try it out. And with that, it actually brought my price down to $36 plus tax, so about $38. So I'm just gonna show you guys everything that I got and how it works. So this right here is the Bimatoprost 3 milliliter bottle. So this is what you get. It's the generic, exactly the same as Latisse. And if you use Latisse, then you know that it will come in a box like this. Inside the box, you open it up, is of course your bottle of solution. And then they give you all these applicator brushes, and you're like, there's a ton of them in here. And you're supposed to use one brush per eye per day and then throw them away, which to me seems like a huge waste. And the brushes, if you can see, I haven't taken any of them out of the package because I don't use them. But they're kind of big, if you can see that. So they take up a lot of solution, and then the solution gets wasted, in my opinion. You're throwing away a lot of a very expensive solution. So I take these and I just toss them. I throw them in the recycle. I don't know if you're a crafty person and you have a need for a whole bunch of tiny little paintbrushes, then great. But I just throw them in my recycle bin. Gone. Okay? So put this back in here because this is my new bottle that I haven't opened yet. So let me show you the bottle that I have open that I'm currently using. And I didn't do any makeup for this video because I wanted to show you how I do this. So it's a tiny little bottle. You can see it's little, but it's actually gonna last you for a while. They say this is supposed to last a month. I've already been using it more than a month and it's probably still half full. I use it very sparingly and I show you how I do that. So number one, I have this solution, and instead of using those big brushes that they give you in the box, I have a lash liner brush, so an eyeliner brush. If you can see that, it's just a super, super tiny brush, and I don't use this for anything except my Latisse. I don't use it for makeup because I want to keep it clean and sterile. So I use that, and then I simply sanitize it every night by just spraying it with a little bit of alcohol to clean it off. And then I have a little cap that goes on the end of the brush just to keep it clean and sterile because I'm using it to put medication on my eyes, so I want it clean. Now they say you're supposed to use a different brush on each eye. You shouldn't use the same brush on each eye, but you use the same brush when you apply mascara. You use the same brush when you apply eyeliner, the same pencil when you, so whatever. I just make sure that I clean it every night after I use it. That's all. So what I do with the solution is I take, just so I don't waste any because it's very expensive, I take the lid and I simply put 1 drop of the solution, and I'm not going to do it right now, but I put 1 drop of the solution into the lid of the container, and then I take my liner brush and I dip it into the solution, and then I just run it across the very base of my lashes. And I just do that back and forth between each eye until I've used up the entire drop that's in the bottle. Okay, and like I said, I've had this bottle now for over a month and it's probably still half full. So I'm guessing that for the $38 that I paid for it, I'm actually going to get about 2 months out of it. I can update everybody on what I actually get when it's empty, but I'm gonna guess that it's gonna be about 2 months. So, if you have any other questions, let me know. I'd be happy to answer them. But again, just to repeat, get a prescription from your doctor for the generic Latisse, which is Bimatoprost, and you can see all the information for it right there. If you can't get a prescription from your doctor for some reason, there is a website where you can get a prescription for it online. It's called Hello Rory. That's HELLORORY.com. And you can get a prescription for it there. And they will fill your prescription, but they only fill it with Latisse. So if you want the generic, they will send the prescription to whatever pharmacy you choose. You just have to tell them what pharmacy you want to fill your prescription at, and they will actually send your prescription there for you. Then go to goodrx.com, type in a search for the Bimatoprost, and you can find the coupon there, and then you just you can either pull it up on the app on your phone, or you can print it out and take it to the pharmacy when you go to pick up your prescription. Now, if you want to sign up for the free trial of the Gold RX, that's actually going to save you, or the Gold Good RX, that's actually going to save you a little bit more. So what I did, because I'm sneaky, I signed up for the month free trial, got my first prescription filled, and then when I was able to refill, I was able to refill before the 30-day trial was up. So I got a second bottle, which is why I have this one. I don't actually need it yet, but I wanted to get it before my 30-day trial ran out. And then I just canceled the Gold RX because now I have this bottle, which is still gonna last me another month. And I have this one, which is probably gonna last me 2 more months. So I'm good for a while. And then at that point I can see what my results look like and decide if I wanna continue. So that's it. So hopefully that was helpful. Hopefully that answers any questions that you guys had, and good luck with your eyelashes.